Today we're going to do a game. It's a game that a lot of you have probably already heard about because a lot of your friends were complaining about the June 2009 LSAT. And as soon as you turn the page, you can start to see why. Because they're all about dinosaurs, and you say, oh, some of my friends call that the death game. Well, you can tell that they're trying to waste your time and waste your working memory with these long words that you've never seen before that might not even exist, and they're more letters than you want to count, so you don't waste your working memory. That's what the nerds are trying to get you to do. It's the same thing that happens when you're doing the computer and you've got RAM. You want to waste it? For me, it's like, what? There's too much. I can't figure this out. I don't want to waste my time reading those words. It's the same thing that happens to you on the test when you're worried about your time. Your brain says, look, I'll answer this question, or I'll tell you what time it is, but I'm not doing both. So here, just try to learn the letters. You realize there's 7 dinosaurs. There's an I, and there's an L, and there's a P, and there's an S, and there's a T, and there's a U, and there's a V. And you realize they're in 4 different colors. They could be in red, they could be in green, they could be in yellow, even though this is orange, but yellow doesn't show up very well. And if you've been keeping track at home, you realize I skipped a color. Mauve. Mauve is a color, but it's a really special color. Remember I told you they were trying to waste your working memory with those big long dinosaur names that were scaring you? Well, people that know about colors are distracted by mauve. Because mauve was a color that was discovered by accident by a British chemist in 1856. And he hit the fashion world in 1858 when Queen Victoria wore mauve to her daughter's wedding. And his chemical discoveries led to the mass production of colors overall, which is why the other dinosaurs could wear red and green and yellow. And his overall chemical experiments led to the modern photography, modern medicine, and explosives. So you might have heard of them. These dinosaurs were way ahead of 1856, but they knew mauve. And they liked it so much, they had 2. Well, maybe you can see why. If you look up mauve on the internet, this is mauve. Try it yourself. So I think we can agree the definition of mauve is light purple or light violet or light lavender. So I guess we can agree by any definition, Dave is mauve. On the first question, we're going to take advantage of the fact that the nerds are nice people, and they're probably going to teach us a lot about the game as we go through the game. But they first of all give us conditions. They say that the S is red, and it's already in the game. And then it tells me the I is green. And I don't really like to do that, but this I here is green. And then this P here is actually yellow. Then, V is included only if U is not. I told you these were dinosaurs, but they still had issues. U and V will not serve together. And then we've got, if both L and U are included, at least one of them is not in mauve. Can you blame them? Really? So if L and U are there, at least one of them is not in mauve. Now it could be both, but at least one.